What's going on, y'all? You're now watching the greatest channel that has ever existed. My name is Bitcoin Benito, and I truly appreciate you guys for being here with me. So I'm back. I've taken a long hiatus because I have been very busy for what? For work. And I've also started a side business. And I've also come out with a new book. What's the book called? Let me go get it for you. It's called Procrastinate Less and Achieve More. I've had a problem with procrastination, or I used to have one. Now I'm a good guy. So I decided to make a book about it, about all the problems that arise with procrastination and how it slows you down. And now that I've conquered my procrastination, I've now been able to write this book. I'm now able to work at my 2 jobs. And the only reason why I have 2 jobs is that way I can have enough money to afford cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, which is why you're on this channel right now. So what's the purpose of this video? Today, we're going to talk about the current state of Bitcoin. I haven't made a video in almost like 2 months. So let's just get back to it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what the state is. But before I get into that, I want to read some comment from my subscribers. Would not be here without you. I now have over 6,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys for still sticking around with me and looking at all the videos that I have. So the first comment that we have is from Carlos KT1 that says, tough choice. Soon Bitcoin will be less than $1,000. The question is when. That's never going to happen. This is in response to one of the street interviews that I did in LA, where I asked, would you rather choose $1,000 today or a Bitcoin like a week from now? Most people answered correctly, thankfully. Bitcoin, by the way, is at $104,000. So Bitcoin is doing very well. I responded, I disagree. Bitcoin is here forever. The worst price it will ever be from now is $30,000. And that won't be until the end of 2026. Yes. So Bitcoin is $104,000. It's going to stay high. It's going to shoot up to about 200,000, 250,000 by the end of this year, maybe January of next year, 2026. And it's just going to stay high. And then it's going to crash eventually. So the idea is to buy crypto now. I wouldn't really buy Bitcoin. I'll buy the other cryptos that I'm going to share later in this video. They have a much higher chance of going, 10x, 20x, 30x. All of them, almost all of them, are going to go 100x from their all-time lows. So if you put in $1,000 now, or at least when the price was all-time low, you would make $100,000 at least. And because you're going to be buying every single paycheck, like I say, you're going to be making way, way more than $100,000, okay, by the end of this year. Next comment that we have, actually, let me go back. Next comment that we have is that, okay, it says McDonald's isn't groceries, learn to cook. This is about the prices of eggs when I was interviewing people. And then a Lumpy Hippo says, did you hear him say eggs are $8? The learning curve is high. I bought a dozen eggs and broke them all. Okay, I guess weird. Let's be nice to each other, guys. Let's be nice. Yes, everything is expensive now. The prices of eggs were expensive because bird flu swept through America and infected a lot of the birds. And instead of all of us getting infected, the food industry decided to cull, aka murder, millions upon millions upon millions of chickens. And therefore, because there was only a few chickens making the eggs, the prices of eggs were shooting through the sky. Next comment that we have is from Briscanen that says, I don't think X1 is going to happen. I minted a bunch of Zen in the first 10 minutes of its launch. So far, it's fucking garbage. Yes, Zen is not garbage. X1 is coming out. X1 is taking longer to come out. I'm actually going to do an interview with Jack Levin, the creator of Zen and X1 and Vampire Token and all the other Zen related ecosystem tokens. X1 is going to come out. It has to come out before the bull market. It'd be foolish for it to not come out in the bull market. Even if it's not done, it's still better for it to come out before the bull run happens at the end of the year, because that means that X1 is going to shoot through the sky. Zen is going to shoot through the sky. All the cryptos are going to shoot through the sky. But yes, it's true. Zen has been doing not so good. The price of Zen, it's down this week. Zen is down, what, 21% in last week, 7% just today. Ugh. It's been doing bad, but the idea is that Zen is going to do so actually. So it shot through the sky in, when was this, December? When all the other coins were at every paycheck, because, they're taking forever for Zen to come out. I would say get OP Zen. Don't buy the real, you could buy the regular Zen that's on Ethereum, but get OP Zen. I think that's going to shoot higher. But wait for X1 to come out. When X1 comes out, Zen is going to shoot through the sky, because you need Zen in order to get the X1 token. Okay, so wait for X1 to come out, and then you can sell like maybe a month after it comes out, something like that. Next comment that we have is from Ryan that says, P-Dye is going to $1. Idiots like Moneybag will try to tell you otherwise without knowing what is on the blockchain. Now, P-Dye is a Pulsechain DAI token that is on Pulsechain. It is a Pulsechain copy of the DAI token that's on Pulsechain, obviously. Me personally, I would get into P-Dye. It goes up, it goes down. It's not really based on anything. The only coins I would get on Pulsechain are Pulsechain itself, PulseX, and maybe the incentive token too. But I'll just buy those two tokens, PulseX and Pulsechain. They're going to do 100x from his all-time low. Sell them at the end of the year. Make your millions of dollars and ball with the stripper booty cheeks. And then final comment that I have is from Michael Los Angeles that says, I'm going to write a book called Procrastinate More and Achieve More. And then I replied to him, amazing, do it, yes. Again, my book, Procrastinate Less and Achieve More, is out right now on Amazon. Look for that cover. Look for the one with the red, whatever, face. My name is not Dimitri Akinloso or Akinlo. That is my pen name. You always have to have a fake pen name. That's what they say. And go from there. So how is the crypto market doing? Well, it's doing pretty good. From the last time I was here, although it's about the same. I recorded this about, my last video was about 2 months ago. And it was about 90,000 or so. So now it's up about 10-12% to 104,000 when it comes to Bitcoin. Ethereum is all the way up. XRP is about the same. BNB is about the same. Yada, yada, yada. The coins that I have, the portfolio that I have, it's doing okay. Don't pay attention to the total amount. It's kind of not true. I have multiple different accounts. But the ones that have been doing good recently, Spectre has been doing good today. That's a new coin that I just added. In fact, let me see. The new coins that I've added is Neural AI. I might get rid of that because it's been doing pretty bad. I've lost 50% in this account. Altura, I might get rid of that one. Also, I've had that for a long time, but it's also not been doing that well. Spectre is a new one that I added. Let's see. Mammo is also a new one that I added to. Crypto Altos is a new one I added. All these have been doing mediocre, but that's how crypto is. Crypto is about time in the market, not timing the market, okay? So you have to hold this for a long time, and eventually it's going to shoot up the second half of the, although we are nearing the second half of this year. But the second half of this year, everything's going to shoot through the sky and it's going to blow your mind, okay? And if you want to get into this, I have a new course that's out, sexy and beautiful. In fact, I have an ad for it right now. Get the course. Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to pause the video for 1 second to tell you about my new course, Crypto Confident, okay? Where I make about 300% every 90 days. Now, is this guaranteed to happen? I'm not necessarily a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but this is very, very likely to happen. And I'm going to show you the exact way to do this step by step. I have 4-5 hours worth of video where I go through the entire process. And you don't even have to watch the whole 5 hours, okay? But I quickly show you how you could make as much money as me. And I also show you how you can avoid scams like Sam Bankman-Fried. Look at the website right here. It's very elegant, very quick, very easy to understand. And I show you step by step how to not lose your money. I show you when to buy and exactly when to sell, okay? And it's very, very easy throughout the entire process. You need to get into this as quickly as possible. It's 2025 now. You have a very limited amount of time to make all this money. So just go to bitcoinbenito.com right now, bitcoinbenito.com right now. Put in your email so you can get as rich as me, okay? Let's get this money. Okay, yeah, so like the video said, go to bitcoinbenito.com, get the course. It's cheap. I show you how exactly to buy these courses and how to make money off of it. Okay. Just go to bitcoinbenito.com. This is how it looks. Although I made a new website, it looks slightly different. This is how it looks now. But the same video, everything sexy, nice, good. When you get the course, it's going to take you to a Udemy website. And you can buy the course right now for $44. I'm going to increase the price because $44 is way too cheap based on the amount of information I'm giving you. But, you know, I'm being nice to you guys because I love you. So I'm only selling it now for $44. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how the Bitcoin market is doing, and especially with the influx of the Lightning Network is doing well. Everything is good, doing good. Let's look at this Bitcoin magazine article that talks about Bitcoin tech booms, Lightning data defies digital gold narrative. Bitcoin tech shines in 2025 with 1.5 million Lightning users. Now, Lightning, if you don't know what it is a way for you to exchange Bitcoin between users in a quick, fast Lightning type of way that happens very quickly. Although Bitcoin is used as a store of value, is not necessarily used as a unit of exchange. Bitcoin is more used like gold. The same way you're not necessarily going to buy your groceries with a bar of gold, or cut it in half, or cut it in 1/20th of a bar of gold and use it to buy groceries. That's how people use Bitcoin, because it's so stable in price. Although you may think, oh, Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down. Yes, but Bitcoin is very stable when you look at it from a macro level. And Bitcoin is absolutely amazing because it has grown over 1,000,000% in the past 10 years. 1,000,000% in the past 10 years. Nothing else does that except for maybe if you bought Amazon like 1997, or you bought Adobe or Nvidia 15 years ago. That's the only thing that does like 1,000,000%. But who could have predicted that those things would have done 1,000,000% back then? There's no way in hell. You would probably got pet.com. You probably got yahoo.com or AOL.com or something like that. Anyways, reading the article, 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩𝐿 Capital Portfolio reveals that adoption metrics, including 1.5 billion in Lightning-powered trading volume, as block shocks the industry with their 9.7% Lightning network yield. Okay. Nevertheless, some critics point to empty blocks on the Bitcoin base layer and historically low transaction fees as implicit proof that Bitcoin is failing as a medium of exchange. It's true. Like I said, it's not really a medium of exchange. It is a store of value. Okay. But a variety of Bitcoin startups and companies using Bitcoin to build out new financial infrastructure are now starting to boast about their success metrics, claiming numbers that suggest that there is a strong product market fit beyond treasury strategies. I don't really know about that. It's still going to be used as a unit of exchange. It's going to explode in the near future when the normies, people that don't watch videos like this, rush into it because they see smart people like us making tons and tons of money from cryptocurrency, and they're like, I want pieces of it too. Look at this right here. Look at this graphic. It says 3 million Mercari users bought Bitcoin to date. Yeah, you need to use, you don't have to use Bitcoin from Mercari, but it helps you. 100,000 Bitcoin payments on Mercari's market place in the first 12 months. 1.1 million transactions have been made by Namecheap users since 2020. $55,000 is the average monthly revenue from Bitcoin payments at Pick and Pay. Yeah, so a lot of gambling companies, a lot of trading companies are using Bitcoin as a unit of exchange. Block earning big on Lightning Network and Bitcoin payments. The contrast in perspectives between digital gold thesis and those that believe in Bitcoin as a payment technology was mostly recently seen in Bitcoin Vegas 2025. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go because I was using my money to save for Bitcoin. And my coffers have now grown tremendously. Way more than what I just showed you on the 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐿 website. But I think it's a good idea that I saved. I say if I went on that trip, I would have spent probably like $1,500 in total when it comes to tickets and hotel lounging and transportation. So that $1,500 is going to be probably transformed into, let's say, $30,000 by this time next year. So I can easily go to Bitcoin Vegas next year, or wherever it's going to be next year. So who cares? So we have, besides Block's stunning 9.7-figure announcement, which stood out as one of the most lasting impressions from the conference, Suda claimed that Cash Apps ranks amongst the top Bitcoin on-ramps in the US, accounting for nearly 10%, of on-chain block space at any time. Adding in 2024, its Lightning usage grew 7 times, and 1 in 4 of their outbound Bitcoin payments are processed on Lightning. Amazing. 1 in 4. These numbers highlight Block's growth as Bitcoin payments giant. Now perhaps the most common merchant payments terminal and consumer payments app that integrates Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is going to be here to stay. If I were you, I would get into all of these coins that I have right here. Let me show you. The ones I want you to get into by every single paycheck is Research Coin, not Bitcoin, Clearpool, Superverse, Swift Coin, Onyx Coin, and Crypto Autos. Maybe do that one every other paycheck. Every other paycheck, I want you to get Xen, Mamo, Hex, Pulsechain, TitanX. You could do all those every other paycheck or every third paycheck. And the new ones that I'm trying to figure out if they're going to or not. Spectre AI, Medicaid, I would get that every paycheck. Medicaid is doing pretty well. Altura and Neuro AI, you can do that every third paycheck. Okay. So I'm telling you this because I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Let's get this money.